door.
You see anything?
Hello.
Sorry about this, Mr. Lavery.
Oh, did they say how long the electricity would be off?
This hotel? They're probably thrilled that they're saving the money.
You're probably right.
Well, we're trying to get you better accommodations, but there's a convention in town and every decent hotel is booked.
No, I'm fine now, actually. I'm okay.
All right. Well, you need anything, I'll be right out here.
Okay, thanks.
Oh.
Well, no. This could only happen to us.
None of the other guests have any electricity, I suppose.
Oh, yeah, but the other guests probably only come here for an hour.
Quite like the candlelight.
It covers up the holes in the walls.
Sort of make the space a bit more elegant, if that's possible.
Oh, you're the only elegant thing in this whole place.
Say the nicest thing. I'm really glad I'm here with you.
I'm glad you're here with me, too. Thanks to our friends. Well, Felicia and Colton have better luck with their hotel.
Hope so, too.
Creaky old place.
It's bed. I'm glad I'm not next door.
I'm glad you're not next door.
How'd you feel?
Wonderful.
Good.
Why?
I was just asking.
Tired?
No, why?
I was just asking. I'm starving.
Starving? I wasn't going to say anything, but I'm really hungry.
I thought you were tired.
No, I could eat a horse just about now.
Horse. Well, I think I'll have to see if I can get something better than that.
What about room service?
I tried that.
Oh, no good.
Well, it's worse than a horse.
Call Staples.
I know this, and there's a French restaurant across the road. Why don't I maybe I can get the guard to go across the kitchen. Isn't it?
I'm going to have a bath.
All right.
Wine. Get wine. Better than that stuff.
Oh, right, okay. Why?
I'm going to have a bath.
Yeah.
You want to join me, maybe?
Yeah, you can get started. Go on.
Okay.
Hello, excuse me.
Yeah.
I was wondering perhaps if you could get us something to eat.
Sure.
There's, I know there's a little French restaurant across the road. All right.
Excellent steak au poivre.
Oh.
My wife and I went there once for our anniversary, so I know.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, great. Then I trust you to select something, and maybe a nice bottle of Beaujolais would be.
I got just the one for you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, thank you, sir.
Be right back.
Yeah. La 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 la. Oh,
Dude,
man. Hang on.
what's the matter?
I stubbed my toe. It's so dark in here.
You all right?
I'm fine.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to see if the electricity's back on, but it's not.
Is it?
No, it's not.
Well, come on then, because it's lonely in here.
I'm on my way.
Bring a candle.
I have a candle. Isn't it romantic?
Here's your food, Mr. Lavery.
Thank you. It smells delicious.
Yeah. Your change is in the bag there.
Great.
Enjoy.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right.
food. Oh, very nice.
Yeah, look at this. Got this delicious French food. Nice bottle of wine. Some real linen tablecloths. It's almost like being on the left bank. You what?
Harris, wouldn't it be nice to be there?
Yeah. Well, bon appetit,
Thank
mademoiselle. Feel okay?
Yeah.
You have to be quiet.
All right, I don't want anything really to spoil this evening.
What is it? Thinking about tomorrow?
No. Thinking about after tomorrow.
Well, after tomorrow we leave this beautiful place and we get to go home.
For how long? You're putting a lot of powerful and dangerous men in jail, and they've already explained to you the consequences.
Thought we weren't going to talk about
We
this.
have
Come
to
on.
talk about this. What are we going to do after the trial? We have to disappear from here. We have to go into the witness protection program. You know that.
Well, at the moment, it's only an option.
It's not safe for you anywhere, Duke. Robert's already explained that to Robin.
Yeah, well, you know, I wish he hadn't done that.
Well, he did do that. He doesn't want anything to happen to his daughter.
Annika, I don't want anything to happen to Robin either. Maybe she should stay with him.
Yeah. He said that to her, too.
How do you feel about that?
How do you think I feel? I feel terrible. I mean, she may never see her father again. She may never see me again. A little child having to make a decision like that.
Anna, I wish I could make things different from what they are. Maybe should I go away on my own? Maybe I should do that.
You mustn't say that.
Well, that way, Robin could have both you and her father.
I married you for better or for worse.
Yeah. But you didn't marry me so you could give up everything else that you loved, did you?
You are everything I love. No matter what Robin decides, I can't leave you. Anyway, it was like something out of a French farce. I mean, there was Catherine coming in one door and there was me going out the other, and I just burnt myself in this stupid wig. Oh dear.
Well, Robin must have had quite a laugh at you.
Yeah, I think she did. I think she's looking forward to having Catherine stay overnight. They're probably still talking even now.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to having you staying overnight. This is fun.
Mm. Yeah. I do feel very happy here with you, in spite of everything, really.
I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused.
Don't start with the guilt stuff, okay?
I know, but you're gonna have to change your whole life for me.
Well, won't be the first time, will it? The last, probably.
I wish I'd never heard the name Victor Jerome.
Oh, so do I.
It's amazing, isn't it? How one man can wreak such havoc in so many people's lives.
That's why you must feel very good about what you're doing.
I don't feel good about hurting you, though.
No, it's not me. It's what you're doing. Testifying the way you are. You could put this man in jail where he won't ever be able to hurt anyone else. And if Olivia really does have amnesia, which I hope she does, then we can all rest easy.
Do me a favor.
On what?
Let's not talk about Victor. Let's not talk about Olivia. Let's not even think about them. Not tonight.
Okay.
Not one thought in our heads.
Let's not think about anything. I can't, actually. My head.
Maybe just one thing to think about.
Well, oh. Is that what you mean?
Lines are open. So why don't you just kick back, lay back, and pick up the phone? We never close. Just put your phone on redial.
Oh, yes.
Mr. Lavery, good news. Electricity's back on.
Yeah, we noticed.
Yeah.
55.
Thanks.
If you want to call me from Jersey, my number is 1-800-555.
No!
What is it? What is it?
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. What's it? You a nightmare?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
It was so real. It was so real. Just this funeral. And there was this big black casket. And I walked over to it. And I looked inside. I don't want to talk about it.
Who was in the
It doesn't
casket?
matter. Please don't. It doesn't matter.
Who was in the
It's
casket?
just a dream.
Was it me?
Another cup of tea?
Oh, are you kidding? Do you want me to float out of here?
I don't want you to leave here at all.
What? Then I'd disappoint a judge and jury.
Would you stay a few more minutes?
No. The quicker I get there and say what I have to say, then the quicker I get back. And while I'm gone, I think you ought to try and get some sleep. You hardly slept at all last night.
It was that dream that upset me.
Well, that's all it was a dream. Look at me. I'm alive and well and standing right here before you. And I'm about to go someplace and put Victor Jerome and all his friends in jail.
I'm fine. I'll be better once this is all over then.
It will be over soon.
Can I come with you? I can get dressed really fast.
No, you can't come with me. And we should be grateful to Robert for the time we've had together. Obviously pays to have ex-husbands in high places. Oh.
Yeah.
I thought that might make you smile. Make me feel better if you did.
Just hurry back then.
I will.
We'd better get going, Mr. Lavery.
I'll be with you in 1 minute. Thank you. I'll be back before you know it. Just...
Just a hug. Be careful.
I will.
I love you.
I love you. Bye.
Bye.
Do I look all right?
Yeah, you look fine.
Isn't this great? What do you think? Look.
Cool, real
See?
cool.
What do you
She's
think,
a
Robin?
real cover girl.
Look, what do you think? Do you like it?
Yeah, it's okay.
I don't think she's going to like very much of anything today. What's wrong?
I hate being stuck in this house,
Yeah, well, I thought so.
but I'm glad that you're here.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad.
Hey,
I'm here,
chummy,
too.
look on the bright side. You're not in school.
See?
Yeah, but I wouldn't be able to concentrate anyways. All I can think about is Mom and Uncle Duke.
Well, now, Olin is right. Now, look on the bright side for them, too. I mean, because of your dad, your mom and Duke are together. Now, that should make you happy, right?
Oh, yeah. Just the same, I'm worried.
Maybe some chocolate chip cookies will do,
Yeah,
huh? I'll bake my secret recipe.
Yeah, okay. You know what? That reminds me, over breakfast, you told me that you wanted to tell me a secret. What is it?
Oh, yeah, it's about Daddy's office. And while he's in Paris, they're going to fix it up for him. It was Sam's idea, but I gave her a few suggestions.
Well, I think that's wonderful.
Yeah, I think my dad deserves, a new office. Because he's always helping people.
Yeah, he is.
I'm glad we're thinking about him for a change. I hope he'll be surprised.
Oh, I'm sure he will be. Look, I think you're right. Your dad is always doing very nice things for people. It's because he's a nice guy. I know how much you love him, too.
That's why it's so hard to make my decision. I have to decide who I'll live with when the trial's over in New York. I'm not supposed to talk about it.
Oh, I don't. You don't have to tell me any secrets if you don't want to.
Well, Daddy was going to tell you anyways if he already hasn't. Duke's doing something very brave. He's standing up against bad men.
I know that. I think it was a very brave thing to do.
But those bad guys don't like it. They're going to try to get even with Duke and hurt him. And Mommy and me if they can. That's why when it's all over, they have to go far away where no one knows them. And me too if I want.
Or
I can stay with Daddy. One way or another, our lives are going to change.
You know what? I think you're pretty amazing. You have such a clear picture of the situation. When I was your age, I would have never been able to do that.
That's because your mom and dad were cops.
No. I know you love them very much, and they love you very much, too.
Can we call her?
I think we should. I think that's a great idea. Let's go call her.
The number's right there on the desk.
Oh, okay.
I have to ask for the room, not dinner.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Hello? Yes, room 6B, please. No. No message. Guess they're not there. Where do you suppose she could be?
She probably went out shopping or something. New York is so fun and full of places to shop. That's probably what she's doing. See?
Shopping.
Yeah. Yeah.
To your knowledge, did the Jerome operation have connections as far as the West Coast?
Further,
Would you please be specific?
the country was divided into regions, and each region has its own boss.
If it please the court, I refer you to item C, a list of the various Jerome bosses operating in these regions to which Mr. Lavery refers. Mr. Lavery, would you describe the various activities over which these bosses reigned?
Their businesses involved gambling, drug trafficking, prostitution, and murder.
May I remind the court that Mr. Lavery has already given eyewitness accounts of the so-called legitimate operations from which the Jerome family has built billions of untaxed dollars each year.
Objection. Sustained.
We've heard the names of the major lieutenants and territorial bosses with whom Mr. Lavery had personal contact. There's one last question I'd like to direct to the witness. You've not yet named the true power behind this massive empire.
Your Honor, I object. Overruled.
Mr. Lavery, who is the head of the Jerome family? Can you identify this person?
I can.
Is he here in the courtroom?
He is.
Would you please point him out to the court?
Victor Jerome.
Order in the courtroom. We'll take a brief recess. 10 minutes.
All rise, please.
Anna?
This way, Mr. Lavery.
Well, I'm glad you like my paintings.
It's fantastic, Olivia. It's bright. It's got vitality.
The instructor said she was happy.
Well, I hope you're equally pleased with yourself.
I am. It's the first thing I've ever done.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I find it hard to believe that you never painted before. I imagined you were always interested in art.
I like pretty things.
Is that why you opened up an art gallery in New York?
I don't really know very much about art. I could never open an art gallery.
I find that hard to believe.
Well, when I was little, I made paintings for my mom in art class in school. And when I brought them home, she said they were nice, but she never put them on the refrigerator or the wall like the other kids' mothers did. That's why I never tried it, I bet.
Well, perhaps you should now.
You really like my painting.
Yes, I do, very much.
Would you hang it someplace?
I would be honored.
Really? I want you to have it.
Anna. Anna.
Hi.
Thank God. I'm so worried about you.
Well, what's the matter?
How could you do such a thing? How did you get past the guards here?
Take it easy.
Anna, you showed up at the courtroom. How could you do something so stupid?
I didn't mean to upset you. I'm sorry.
You could have got us both killed.
Sorry.
I thought Victor had recognized you. You know you'd have done as well as I do. You'd have a gun at your side before you'd known it, and I could have done a thing to help.
But it didn't happen.
But it could have happened, Anna. I was sick with worry. I was sitting up there on the stand. I didn't know what to do.
Well, that's why I was there. I was worried about you. I just wanted to be with you.
I know, but you've been in this from the very start. If it wasn't for you, Victor wouldn't be in court to begin with.
I just wanted to be with the man I love, that's all.
How could you take such a terrible risk? I'll soon be finished with my testimony, then you, me, and Rob won't be together. We'll be somewhere safe together. Excuse me, my wife's leaving now.
No.
Please, if you take her to the airport and put her on the shuttle to Port Charles. There's one leaving in about 30 minutes. That way you'll be home. You can have dinner with Robin.
Just a minute.
Excuse me, please. Anna, please go home.
I think I have a say in this.
No, Anna, you don't have a say in this. Neither of us have a say in this. We have no choice. Please go home.
This could be the last time we see each other. Until they arrange for us to have a meeting.
Maybe that's the way this has to be. Please.
Love you. Be careful.
I love you too. Go on.
Let me get it. Oh, here we go again.
There's someone at the door, Mom.
Okay.
Catherine, come right in.
Oh, what a fast thinker you are. My goodness me. Hi.
Hi, how did it go?
Oh, fine.
How's
I'm really
Duke?
glad
How's
to be
everything
here.
going?
Oh, okay.
And when will we see him?
Oh, you'll see him soon. Don't you worry.
Oh,
Hi.
good.
Let me say thank you to
Hi.
you.
Oh,
Thanks
no,
very
it's my
much.
pleasure, my pleasure. You two have a lot to talk about,
Here,
so
here, you need this.
I'll just put this on,
Okay.
and I'll get out of your hair.
Yep. All right. Out of my hair,
Take this.
literally. Get my hair.
Good. All right, thanks.
All right, leave.
I
Thank you
gotta
so much.
put this on.
Hi, darling.
Hi. Bye, Catherine.
Bye-bye, Catherine. Thanks, Catherine.
Okay. All right, what? I'll be a little shorter.
Oh,
Bye, Catherine.
charming. Come on, sit down. I want to tell you.
What?
So I saw Duke.
Uh-huh.
He's very well. He sends lots of love.
Good.
He'll give you a big kiss.
Okay.
And he says that he can't wait to see you.
Good. He'll be glad to hear my decision, too.
Oh, you made one?
Yeah. Catherine helped me while you were gone.
You gonna tell me?
Well, you have to know. And so does Daddy. You know, I love him very much. But I know that you need me. When Duke's over with the trial, I want to go live with you.
Sorry, lady. No can do.
Well, you're supposed to protect the Leslies from their enemies, not their friends. Now, if you just let me ring the doorbell.
Well, you could ring the doorbell if you like. I'm a good friend of Mrs. Lavery, very good friend. Please?
There's someone at the door.
Oh, come on. You don't need any more brushes. Why don't you just tell them to buzz off?
No, I think it's Felicia. She said she was coming by. Will you call me back when those witness protection people have gone?
Yeah. I'll call you the minute they leave. I love you.
I love you too. You know that. Oh, bye.
Bye.
This lady says she's a friend of yours?
Yeah, well, she is. Come in, please. Thank you.
Boy, what a nightmare. Not only is Duke gone, but you're under house arrest here.
No, it's very boring.
I'll bet you'll be glad when this whole trial is over with.
Yeah.
Then they'll turn off the camera lights. Those kind gentlemen will go home, and then you can be happy and get on with your life.
Wish it could be like that.
Why can't it be?
It can't. I don't want to talk about that anyway.
Why not? Tell me.
Because I can't talk about that. I wish I could, but I just can't.
You can trust me.
I know that. After the trial, Duke's life is going to be on the line. Even if Victor Jerome goes to prison, one of his men is going to try to murder Duke.
Wondered about that. Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. He had a warning before the trial. And if it isn't Duke, then it's going to be me or Robin.
Do you want me to take Robin home with me?
No, I can't involve you in this. When this is all over and Duke's testified, we're going to leave here. We're all going to leave Fort Charles. Forever.
Forever? Why don't you just go out of town for a little while?
They don't forgive or forget, that's why.
Because they'll follow you wherever you go.
Yeah. If we're Duke and Anna Lavery, they will. We have to disappear. We can't exist anymore.
Oh, I see. I've heard of that. That's a government program, isn't it? What do they call that?
Witness protection program. We get a new identity, new papers, new careers. They even make up our past. Yeah.
Thank you.
After Duke testifies, the marshals will come around here and they'll pick Robin and me up. And we'll leave here like we're going to the market. And we don't take anything with us other than what we're wearing.
Nothing?
Nothing. I mean, what you can fit into a handbag, that's about it.
But what about Robin's things, like her medical records and her school grades and things?
That's what, they make that up.
Well, I guess I'm the only person that gets to say goodbye.
Don't say that. I'm not going today. I mean, you know.
Do you know what part of the country you'll be going to?
No. It's probably quite a long way away.
What if you don't like it?
Well, that's just tough. We don't have any control over our lives anymore. That's it. Duke, he likes working in restaurants. He's good at that. But we can't do that now. That'll be the first place they'll look. I mean, I don't know what he's going to do. He can't sell brushes door to door.
That's ridiculous.
That's how it has to happen, Felicia. That's what our lives are going to be like.
Well, what about Robert and Robin? They're very close. How can the government keep a parent and a child away from each other?
They can do that. I mean, you know, Robert's with the WSB. He'll find us somehow, I bet.
Very well.
Yeah. It's so bloody stupid. You know, I haven't done anything. Robin didn't do anything, and Duke was just trying to protect his family.
You've been very strong in this. I'm glad you told me.
Well, I have to be strong. This isn't helping any.
Yeah, you are. You know, I could never do this. I could never be this strong like you are. Not in a million years.
Oh, yeah, I bet you could. You'd have done anything for Frisco. I'd like to think you feel the same way now about Colton.
Good morning, Olivia. I hope you remember me. We've talked. I'm Dr. Hardy.
Of course I remember you, Dr. Hardy. We've spoken several times. As a matter of fact, I asked the nurse this morning to call you, and she said you were already coming in. I'm glad you did.
You were going to call me. Why?
To thank you and everyone else for helping me so much, and to apologize to you for all the trouble I've caused.
Oh, don't worry about that. We're here to help. I'm glad we did, but...
It's much harder in my case, I'm sure. A lot harder.
Well, why do you say that?
Because the people of Port Charles fear and dislike me so much, and for very good reason, considering all that I've done.
Olivia, what makes you think you're feared and disliked?
It's pretty obvious, Doctor. They don't put armed police guards on nice little innocent girls' doors, do they? And how could I forget Mr. Scorpio coming in here and reading me my rights and arresting me?
Did you understand why he arrested you?
So he could hold me here for trial. Anna Lavery has been in several times, accusing me of harming her and her family.
Do you remember the conversations you had with Anna Lavery?
I wouldn't exactly call them conversations, but yes, I do.
And you understood what Anna was talking about?
She made herself very clear.
Olivia, are you telling me that you know now why you were arrested?
Mm-hmm.
That you recall the things that happened to you before you went into the coma?
This is very painful for me, Doctor. I remember the accusations. I remember being arrested. I remember reading all of the stories. I've read every story about me, all the things I'm accused of doing. I've talked to Mr. Baldwin and Mr. Scorpio, and I know what they think.
Olivia, this is very important. I'm asking you if you have any recollection of doing any of the things of which you're being accused.
Of course not. I could never do anything like that. Solicit someone to murder Duke or Anna Lavery. Why on earth would I do something like that?
Do you remember coming to Port Charles in the first place?
Of course. My father was backing Duke Lavery in a club in New York. I was hired to decorate it. I remember Duke and Anna. They were very pleased. We were friends. And I came to Port Charles to decorate Duke's club after it had been vandalized.
Well, you seem to be making very good progress in recovering your memory.
Doctor, these accusations are about some other person, not me. I could never have done them. They couldn't be true. A horrible mistake has been made, and I'm doing the best I can to have it cleared up.
Eventually, will I learn the truth?
We have to. I can't live with this cloud forever.
I understand. I'll check back with you this afternoon.
Thank you, Dr. Hardy. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Tom, what is it?
Either Olivia St. John genuinely has amnesia or she's the best actress I have ever seen.
Why? What do you mean?
Well, she's no longer the young girl she was yesterday. She's an adult who's hurt and puzzled over these awful accusations. She says she didn't do any of it.
Oh, brother.
Scott Baldwin's looking for you.
He wants to get your report.
Well, what I have to tell him won't prove anything either way. I'll look him up after my next patient. See you later.
I feel better after talking to you. I really do. I hope I didn't upset you, did I?
No, you didn't upset me at all. I feel very flattered that you felt that you could confide in me. After all, you have a secret for me, too, right?
Right. You and Colton.
Right. You know, I would just wish that we could tell everybody how we feel about each other.
Well, you will.
Yeah.
As soon as that case is over, then you can be together, can't you?
Yeah. After Frisco, I thought I would never get involved with somebody with the WSB ever again.
Yeah. What happened?
Well, by the time I found out what Colton was involved with, it was too late. I was hooked. And I don't think I could live without him.
Stop right there, pal.
No, it's all right. I believe I know this gentleman.
Of course you do. I got something to say to you.
Aren't you the prosecutor who failed to get a conviction against Anna Lavery for the attempted murder of my daughter? And if memory serves, we also had a little encounter at General Hospital.
I didn't fail. Your illegitimate son tried to bump off his own sister. But now I'm the prosecutor in the other direction. Of course, you already know that.
Oh, very well. I read in the papers that you promised the public my daughter will be in jail for the rest of her life.
I said that, and she will be.
Then what in the hell do you want from me? You want my blessing?
I just want you to know that. And I want it to go on record. I know you're not going to admit it. Fort Charles is not New York. I can't be bribed. Not by having my rent paid or money in my bank account or little gifts to my friend Lucy Jones.
Very commendable. You're a wonderful person. Excuse me.
But of course, if you took the money and the jewelry back, you'd be admitting that you gave it to me, which is a felony.
Yes. I believe there is such a law.
So I'm not going to give the money back. Instead, I gave it to a charity that's affiliated with General Hospital. I got a receipt on that, and I also took the jewelry back, and I got a receipt on that, too. Here you are.
Pieces of paper, so what?
Well, I also have copies of those pieces of paper in a safety deposit box, just in case anybody tries to accuse me of being bribed when your daughter is convicted.
You're an awfully big fool, Baldwin. Olivia will never go to trial. She's mentally incapacitated.
Don't bet on it.
What the hell are you talking about? Has there been a change? Has she regained her memory?
Go see for yourself. Olivia's a smart girl. I mean, she was trained by the best how to steal and lie and cover up. So she's not admitting anything right now, but eventually she's going to break and she's going to pay, just like you will.
Want me to mop the floor with him, boss?
No. The hell with him. I want to find out why that jeweler dared to betray me.
Think of it as an investment.
Well, I don't know. Let me think about it. Maybe I'll come back later.
This is Harry Hoffman.
Victor Jerome, I want to know why you dared take back that jewelry I bought. Your orders were clear.
Oh, yes, they certainly were, sir, and that situation is being resolved. Would you mind holding for just one moment, please? I have a customer.
All right, you make it fast.
Hello.
I beg your pardon, madam, but I'm a little confused. I'm sure we can straighten out the misunderstanding if you would please explain it again.
Yes, Mr. Hoffman. Well, you see, I absolutely love the diamonds, the earrings and the bracelets. Wonderful. And I guess you can imagine my shock when I found out that my boyfriend had brought them back here. You see, what I intended him to do was to take a set of costume jewelry back to Wyndham's, and he made a mistake. I really do love the diamonds.
That's not a problem at all, Mrs. Jones. I have your diamonds right in the vault. Let me get them for you.
Oh, thank you. But, Mr. Hoffman, one little tiny favor, if you could do this. I would really like to save Mr. Baldwin a lot of embarrassment. So could we just keep this sort of our little secret?
Of course, Mrs. Jones. Our little secret.
Duke Lavery?
Yes, please.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Roy Carver, the director of the U.S. Federal Witness Protection Program.
Oh, well, thank you for coming in person. I appreciate it. As you can imagine, I've got 100 questions to ask you and 1,000 doubts as to whether I'm doing the right thing.
Well, both reasonable. After all, this is the toughest decision you've made in your life. Except for when you decided to testify against Victor Jerome and the Carter mob. Now, I must tell you that our sources on the street have informed me that there's already a $100,000 contract on your life.
Oh, I'd personally like to strangle Victor Jerome.
Actually, Victor won't be your biggest problem. He'll be on ice out of harm's way. Oh, he'll pull a few strings, of course, but really no big deal. And the way I see it, your biggest problem will be all those young pistoleros out there who see doing you in as a fast way of making a big name for themselves. Not to mention a little extra spending money. That'll be Malone, my deputy. Will you excuse me?
Of course.
Woody, come on in. Good to see you. Woody Malone, meet Duke Lavery.
My pleasure.
Mr. Lavery, I want to express my personal appreciation to you for having the guts to put those buzzards where they belong.
Yeah, well, I hope it does the public more good than it seems to be doing me at this point.
Well, Woody here will be your agent in charge. He'll be your liaison with our department.
Yeah. I hope you gentlemen have experience in these matters because you're dealing with amateurs.
I've got dozens of witnesses out there, and knock on wood, never lost a one.
Now, we have a few details we need to work out.
No, wait a minute. You're only just here to give me information. I haven't agreed to go into the program yet.
Well, you don't have to. But before I walked out of that courtroom alone, I'd make sure my life insurance was paid up and my will was in order.
Yeah. I'm not going to agree to do anything until you reassure me that my wife and my stepdaughter will come to no harm.
We'll have our best man with them every minute, till you see him again at your new home.
Where will that be?
You'll be told that when you get there. I'm sorry, it's the only way we can keep a lid on this.
Okay. If we're going to do it, we better get started.
Well, fine with us. Now, I think the first thing we need to discuss is resources.
No friends. You can't have any friends. Come on. You've got to go. Go see Colton. Come on.
I'm here because I want to be here.
I know you are, but I'm going to be fine now.
You know, you were right when you said it wasn't fair. You were in danger with Jerome before. You had police protection and all, and you didn't have to run. Why do you have to run now?
Duke's challenged their whole structure. I mean, he has revealed how they work, how they're connected, how they launder their money. I mean, he's ostensibly violated their code. I should have... I had a chance to stop it once. And I should have stopped it that night.
What night? When?
Well, there was this banquet. And Victor Jerome had everybody together, all the brass. He was trying to control Olivia. I realized that later. And he stood up and he said that Duke and I were going to be in charge of the mob. I mean, it was incredible. I didn't know what to think. And we figured that perhaps we could get everybody that way if we went along with it. But no, I should have stopped it then. I should have stood up and said something.
Well, how would you know what to say? I wouldn't.
I don't know. I should have just stopped it.
Well, you can't blame yourself. There's nothing you could do.
I know that. All we can do now is just get as far away from here as possible where they can't find us. Go see Colton. Come on.
I'm not going to say goodbye. I can't.
Don't say goodbye. Duke has a few more days of testifying to do, so we don't know when we're leaving.
Well, I'll come by every day to see you and Robin.
All right.
All right? And we can chat some more.
Okay. I love you. Bye. What do you think? Can these people protect us?
Yeah. I mean, they've done it with dozens of witnesses, maybe hundreds over a period of time. Apparently the only problem arises when the witnesses themselves give up and they want to go.
What happens then?
Some make their peace with the mob. Some go back to prison for other things. I don't know, some just disappear, and some of them, seems nothing happens at all.
What happens if you stick it out?
Seems like no one's ever broken the code and found a witness.
Well, we have to do this then. What's this man's name?
His name's Woody Malone. It's Woodrow, I suppose.
Yeah.
Listen, love. I know how hard this is for you to act as if nothing's happening. I mean, every time I think myself about the three of us being uprooted from our home, I just go out of my mind.
We don't have a choice, do we? I mean, you have a price on your head. It's over 100,000, and there's going to be a lot of people want to get that money.
If there's anything I could possibly do for us all to stay at home, I'd have done it by now. You know that, don't you?
I know that. Look, Duke, I'm very proud of what you've done. I really am. You're going to put a lot of people behind bars, and that's an accomplishment.
Hardly seems like such a good thing when you think here we are a little family of three with our heads on the block now, does it?
Yeah, well, we'll be together. And for the first time for years, without the mob threatening us.
Yes, it's been hard, and it's going to get harder. The trial, bad enough with the press hounding us every day. But when I heard that Duke Lavery was going to testify against me, it was like somebody put a knife right through my heart. I treated him like one of my own sons. I trusted him, and as a result of that, he knew enough to put me away for a long, long time. The jury, they loved him. The press, they love him too. One man standing up against the mob. Beautiful. He put me away for a long, long time. And my poor daughter, Olivia, she can't do it without me. She's going to have to go on trial too. And I can't help her. I can't fix it. This little prosecutor, Baldwin, he's got ambition like a disease, and nothing will buy him. So it looks like she's going to end up in the joint too. My beautiful, talented daughter. And all because my life got mixed up with a man I trusted, Duke Lavery. Well, they say there's no justice, right?
Oh, they say life isn't fair, Mr. Drone. But I'll tell you, Duke Lavery is going to be the one that finds that out. He bid on that witness protection program like a big bass on an itty worm.
Well, you won't have to say that your program failed. Duke is going to be dead before he ever gets into the program.
Sweetheart, there's something on about the trial now, darling.
I wish Uncle Duke would come home soon, except when he comes home, we have to go away, right?
Yeah, we have to go away. This protection program's going to be all right, darling, I promise you.
The question on everyone's mind tonight is, has the notorious Bermuda Triangle claimed another airplane load of victims? This time, friends and relatives from our own Port Charles. It's now over 5 hours since the last word was heard from the Island Airways plane that left Port Charles this afternoon bound for the Bahamas. Officials at the airline and the FAA insist the search is continued, even though darkness is falling. Anxious families of those aboard have crowded into Port Charles Airport, despite assurances from Island Airways that all news will be made public at once. They ask that concerned parties call the airline at 555-8855 for updated information.
Daddy couldn't be on that plane, could he?
No, sweetheart, he wasn't on that plane. I hope there was no one on that plane we know.
Me too.
That's all right, sweetheart, don't you worry.
Mommy, when Uncle Duke gets home from his testimony, will we have to go away? I mean, just like that?
I don't know. Probably. Maybe a day or so later. They think it's best that we go quick, though.
When do you think I'll get a chance to say goodbye to all my friends?
You can't say goodbye to your friends. I told you that. I've made that clear to you. You haven't said anything, have you?
Mommy, I'm not stupid. I just want to know the last time I get to see them.
I I think you've probably seen them for the last time.
Mommy, why didn't you tell me? This isn't fair.
I didn't know, sweetheart. Listen. The longer we're around our friends, knowing that we're going to go away forever, the more chance there is that we're going to let something slip. They can read it in our faces. We can't let anybody know what's going to happen. If they see something, they'll ask us a question. And that can't happen because the mob will come after us.
And they'll try to kill us, right?
Listen, sweetheart. The only way we're going to be safe is if we're very, very brave.
We will be.
Jennings, I have a favor to ask of you. Look, when I'm upstairs,
Lavery's residence, hello.
What's this, the new maid?
Oh, hi. How was Paris?
Well, I'll tell you all about it. That's, of course, if you can do it to spot a company.
Yeah, Robin and I would love to see you.
Oh, is it Mommy?
Oh, it's your father. He's going to come over, okay?
Oh, yes.
Robin's pleased to see you.
Yeah.
Listen, where are you? At the airport? Shall I come pick you up?
Well, actually, we came in about, an hour or two ago. Got the bad news at the airport and came straight to the Quartermains.
What bad news?
You heard about the aircraft that apparently went down en route to the Bahamas.
Yeah, it's been on the television. Who was on it?
Edward Quartermain was one of the passengers.
Hope I'm not too late.
No. She's just finishing her homework. Hi, we were just watching terrible television.
Any news?
No, they said that they're going to postpone the search until tomorrow.
That's not surprising.
No. Sam called. She said that a Charlie Prince was in his flat and they were staking him out. And what's he done?
Oh, well, Charlie Prince has been a bad boy.
Daddy!
Oh, bloody hell. Oh. You're getting too big for this. I'm going to have to do some weight training.
Yeah, too big for your handle, right?
Well, not too big yet, but let's not make you take its course, huh?
Yes. Did you go by your office yet?
Give me a break. What are you, the mayor? It's 10 o'clock at night.
Well, I just thought that you'd be there because you're there a lot late.
Too true. Why do you ask?
Well, I really wanted to talk to you. I'm glad you came by.
Oh, she really wants to talk to me.
Okay, well, I'll be in the kitchen then if you need me.
We'll telegram.
Okay, do, yeah. So.
Come on. What's this long face? You can tell your dear old dad.
Well, I know it's not right to bother you about this stuff.
Well, if not me, who?
See, I've been thinking about that witness protection program.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I have to decide whether I should stay with Mommy or go with you.
Yeah. That's a tough choice to make for any person.
Well, I decided. And, Daddy, it hurts so much to think about it either way. I can really stand it.
You can tell me. You can tell me.
Well, I think I should go live with Mommy and Uncle Duke. Daddy, it's not that I don't love you or anything. You know I do.
I know you do, sweetheart. And I know it hurts. Because it hurts me too. But I understand. I understand that you've got to do what's best for you. And I want you to know that I am so very, very proud of my big little girl. Come here.
Can't do this. I can't even think.
That's all right, darling. You don't have to do any more anyway.
I keep thinking about what happened to Mr. Quartermain. He was so strong. I thought he'd be here forever.
Oh, no, darling. It happens to all of us sooner or later. We just pray that it's not so suddenly.
And then I started thinking about that other stuff.
Well, you mustn't think about that.
Mommy, when we leave, where are we going to go and how are we going to get there?
Well, I don't know where we're going to go. It'll be a surprise. The marshals will come here, and they'll pick us up, and then they'll take us away.
I don't know what to bring. Like winter clothes or summer clothes.
Well, you can't really take anything with you because we're only allowed to take what we're wearing. We have to leave here, just like we're going to the movies or to the market.
We have to leave everything?
Yeah, everything.
What about my piano?
Well, maybe we'll get another piano one day. We'll get new clothes and new books, new toys.
What about our car?
Well, we'll get a new car. We'll have a new house.
Mommy, I like our stuff.
Yeah, I like our stuff too, but it isn't worth our safety, is it? Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm
Mom.
sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Gosh, is that Marshall still here?
Yeah.
Good.
Miss Felicia Jones for you.
Oh, right.
Hi. Hi.
I knew if Duke was still in New York, I'd have one last chance at least to say goodbye. I'm going to want you to have this.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. I love it. It's gorgeous.
You want me to help you put it on?
Yes, I would like that. Mommy? Are those one of the things I have to leave behind?
No, I think that you can wear that when we walk out of here.
Can you move your hair?
Are you going to go now?
Yeah, I do. I have to go. I don't think we should string this out because then we'll think too much. Well, goodbye. We'll see each other again.
Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I see. Oh.
So I'll see you tomorrow then?
Yeah.
Okay. This. I'm kind of glad we don't have to say goodbye to everybody because it'd just be awful.
I know. How you feel. The question I was going to ask you before Felicia came here was, will I be able to say goodbye to my daddy?
Yes. He's going to take us to the escort. He'll be with us.
Oh, good.
It's going to be all right, sweetheart. I promise.
Yeah. I just hope his feelings aren't too hurt because I'm going to go stay with you.
Oh, no, he loves you. He understands. And I think somehow he'll find us. He'll come and see us. I know he will.
Yeah.
Come.
Do you want to know what she told me?
Not if it's a secret.
No, it wasn't a secret. She said that she had to go with Anna because Anna lost her baby last year, and she couldn't lose her little girl now.
You know, my child really knows what she's doing. One day she's going to grow up and be a wonderful woman. But I'm never going to see it.